from IUSA Media, and we are here at the Rana Reagan Center in Carroll Stream. Two organizations, which is OFBJP and Bharatiya Senior Citizens, have hosted the election watch party here, watch event here. So the Indian diaspora and the community members have gathered here, and we have a very well-known community leader here with us, and we are all awaiting the results as we speak. Dr. Bharat Barai has joined us. Dr. Barai, right now looking at the trend, what do you have to say at this point?
The trends are obviously showing that the BJP is leading, NDA is leading. However, these are very early trends. I think as more and more votes are counted, depending upon which states they are coming from, we will be able to see firming up of the trend probably maybe in next 2 to 2.5 hours. Because right now, depending upon which precincts the ballots are counted early, it will swing. But we know that it's going to be significant majority. We hope that it is almost 400 for NDA, which will allow them to say that they've got a real mandate. And clearly, Modi government will need strong mandate from the people to carry on the agenda of development of India.
And Dr. Barai, the next 100 years, if BJP comes back in power, next 100 days are going to be crucial because people are looking at what is there in the agenda and what is there as this government is all about, reaching and checking those marks for the next, for the first 100 days. What do you think, what are going to be the priorities for the first 100 days?
I can't speak for Narendra Bhai.
Hanji.
Clearly, he went to Kanyakumari and the rock where Swami Vivekananda had done the tapasya, and that's where he did his meditation. And I suspect he went there to get divine guidance, what he needs to do to bring our country up. I mean, he is a man with vision, but he has a passion. He has the mission that he wants to develop India as one of the topmost developed countries. Yes, it will take time, and that's why they have set the goal at 2047. So I think his tapasya is to get the divine guidance how to bring India to a developed country stage by 2047.
Absolutely.
We need a lot of industrial reforms. We need to get a lot of industries to give job to the youth. We have a lot of smart people in India. I mean, today you can see so many CEOs, so many technical people, whether in the field of IT, in field of engineering, in field of medicine, in field of finance, are of Indian origin. So these are the same people from India. We are from the same genetic pool. But for all these years, people in India did not get an opportunity to utilize their talents. This is what Narendra Bhai has opened up. Let's give opportunity to the genius of Indian people to show what they can do. And as US Ambassador Garcetti mentioned in India, in USA, if you want to be CEO, you have to be of Indian origin. He joked. So if they can be CEO of US companies, why can they not be CEOs of companies in India itself? But previously we had Sarkar of permit quota control. So I used to say the corrupt politicians, the corrupt bureaucrats, and even corrupt businessmen, they kept the country backwards for their own selfish gains to put money in their pocket. What you are saying now, Hemant Soren going to jail, Kejriwal going to jail, Manoj Sisodia going to jail, Kavita going to jail. This is what has been going on for last 70 years. It's only now that people are getting caught and they are being held accountable. Everybody used to complain that India is a very corrupt country. Do something about it. And now something is being done about it. People are saying, oh, it's politics, but I don't think Narendra Bhai cares. He will give independence to ED as well as CBI, go after people who are corrupt. That will set an example to a lot of other people that, hey, don't do this. You might also go behind jail. This was very much necessary, what is being done.
So, Dr. Barai, जैसे आपने बोला कि अभी you don't know कि what all is on the agenda specifically, you cannot speak on behalf of that, but if we talk about the Indo-US relationship, if we talk about this, the Indian diaspora, or if we talk about specifically from your experience, what should be on the priority as far as the Indo-US relation is concerned? What is your wish list, if I ask you?
India has to keep good friendly relationship with USA. Let's face it, USA is the most technologically advanced country in the world, and there is no reason for us not to have friendly relationship. Plus, there are 5 million people of Indian origin in USA. So, this is becoming the largest Indian diaspora country in the world. So, I think it's in the best interest of India to be very much friendly with USA, get the advantage of latest technology, get the advantage of money from Indian diaspora as well as from other US investors, and learn from many of the educational institutions. Now, that means we also should have friendly relationship with Russia. Though we may not agree many things, and this happens all the time in international relations, that you don't agree on anything. I think what Russia is doing in Ukraine is aberrant. There is no reason why Ukraine should suffer this much of damage, so many people getting killed. I think Russians should back off from Ukraine, but India cannot, on private, they might give advice to Putin that, hey, please back off. And that's what Narendra Bhai did, that this is not an era of war. But you cannot break off relationship with a large, another nuclear power who has been friendly to India in the past. So I think he's playing his cards right. You know, today, believe it or not, we are a truly non-aligned country. Previously, we were not an aligned country. We were leaning towards Soviet Union and we were anti-USA, anti-Britain. Now we have become more balanced, that we want to be positively non-aligned, positively friendly to both the sides.
एंड डॉक्टर बराई, अभी आपने इंडो यूएस की बात की, तो अभी when it comes to the diplomatic relations with our neighbors also, अभी what do you think the next thing is? अभी क्या है एजेंडा पे जो अभी फिक्स करने वाला है?
Look, if Pakistan stops terrorism, I hope the Pakistanis realize that this is not going to lead them anywhere. They have already bankrupted the country. So India really doesn't need to do anything. Pakistan is destroying itself. Unless it makes a U-turn. And if Nawaz Sharif really is realizing, and as he admitted recently that it was Pakistan who blew up, but the issue is, will the army allow him? Will the mullahs allow him? Will the terrorists allow him? So in Pakistan, it's a difficult task because there is really no real government.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that they are the real government. They try to use their power, and if anybody is an opponent, they kill them. So Pakistan has to undergo its own sort of revolution, whether silent, through the ballot box, army, whatever you want to call it. Bangladesh is already to a degree friendly to us. China is a big problem. China is a very cunning country. You cannot trust them. They have the dream of being the most supreme power. They want to even go and fight against USA also, if they can. So we'll have to be very vigilant. On one side, if you look at it, Narendra Modi, he went out of the way to try to accommodate China. He invited President Xi to Gujarat, treated him very well. Then he invited him to Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu, treated him very well. And then what happened? They attacked India at the line of control. So we cannot trust the Chinese. I mean, it is one thing in diplomacy to sit down with them, talk. Even USA and China talk, even though they might put sanctions against each other. So India has to do the same thing. But we have to be very strong militarily so that the Chinese realize that if they try to play any mischief, they might get smacked.
And Dr. Barai, last question is, if you look at the enthusiasm of the supporters here, and they have already started celebrating because they're very hopeful and they have been working very hard. So your message to the Indian diaspora here, especially in the US, who have been working hard and who have seen the work, who believe in this government. So if the BJP government does come back in power, your message to all the supporters who have worked hard.
Well, my gratitude as well as congratulations to them. The reason why I used to say that 90% of NRIs in USA support Narendra Modi government. Why? Why people from Andhra, Tamil Nadu support Narendra Modi government? Because the Indian diaspora loves India. They always wanted a government that is clean, not corrupt, and the government that works for the people. They found that Narendra Modi is a selfless man. He has no desire for money, position, anything. He wants to do seva for the country with his vision, the mission, and the passion. And the diaspora love it. So any government that would have worked for the benefit of people of India, diaspora would have supported. And they found Narendra Modi doing it. Think it this way. Why did it take 65 years for somebody to realize that people need toilets in their house? Why did it take 65 years for somebody to realize that everybody needs electricity in their house? Why did it take 65 years people to realize that tap water should be coming into their house? Why did it take 65 years to realize people should have at least a small house flat to live?
All these
So
needs were
these
there.
are the all basic things that are necessary for society, for the families. This is the man who realized it. He grew up in a house that had only one room, no kitchen, no bathroom. So he knew what poverty is, and he is really trying to help poor people. I mean, today 80 million people are getting free food, free rations. I mean, here we give food stamps, there they are getting free food. He started the health insurance. So I think Narendra Modi has done a lot to support the people. And look at the time of COVID, India used Indian-made vaccine. There are very few countries that had their own vaccine made.
So, Dr. Barai, जब last time हमारी बात हुई थी, you mentioned that whoever is voting, vote not to the party, not to a specific party, but look at the work and then vote for the country and vote for the work.
And Narendra Modi government and BJP deserves all the votes because they are working selflessly in a non-corrupt way for development of India and for the growth of the country and helping all the citizens. That's why they deserve the vote.
Absolutely. So we are looking for the positive result, and then again, I think people are already congratulating. But soon the results will be out, and thank you to all the community leaders. Thank you to all the supporters as well.
We are not leaders. We are all karyakartas.
We are all karyakartas. Thank you, Dr. Barai, and we'll talk to you soon. After the